Good afternoon and welcome to the briefing from the Board of Directors of Gem4Me Group, which was hosted on Monday, October 5th of 2020. My name is Oleg Lupovetsky and I will be translating on behalf of all the speakers today. Valery Ostrikov speaking. Good afternoon, dear colleagues and friends, and let's start today by answering some of the questions that we've received recently, as well as discuss the new features as part of the release on October 7th and the following releases over the course of the next few months. Firstly, the release on October 7th brought a new notification in the active call notification block when someone leaves or joins the active call. The new left status for when a call user leaves an active call. An ability to join an active call right after opening a group chat, functionality of pinning a voice message recording, and depiction of histograms on mobile platforms for all platforms. While the Android version received unification of the interface for group and P2P calls, improvement of navigation in MarketSpace, minimizing an active call, and publication of our application in the app gallery for Huawei. And the iOS version received video messages for viewing and sending, full-scale image viewing with the ability to zoom in, and minimizing an active call. Moreover, the following new releases will introduce the new notions to our application. November 18th will feature closing video conferences, the functionality of turning the microphone on or off and video on and off via a request for admin and etc. Beginning to develop the AR filters, finalizing the development of inviting users to group chats and channels via nicknames and transferring to the statistics of viewing information depicting likes and views. Perhaps we will also add a comments block with a temporary coming soon note and monetary transfers on the Android version. While December 9th release will feature finalization of online filters functionality, making animated stickers, and search for users in group chats and channels. While December 30th will introduce deleting a user from a call and improving functionality of AR filters and video conferences, preview of links, and introduction of the ability to send several pictures in one message. In furtherance of today's conference, let's now discuss and answer the questions that we've received. A question regarding acquiring. When will this happen? I've been with the project for 2 months, and when I was joining, I was told that acquiring in the United States will be launched within a week or two. When will we surpass this stage? We've received approval for the introduction in North America and are currently testing its operation already. The test will hopefully end this week, and in a matter of 10 business days we'll provide and discuss how it works in MarketSpace and all the additional information thereafter. Due to acquiring being introduced in the nearest time, please specify whether there will be payment protection for paid products until it is received, similar to AliExpress practice. In Russian Federation, we are working on this particular notion, and we have a devoted fintech company that develops financial solutions cooperating with us that is planning on providing this particular notion in our market space. Please discuss in much detail the problems and progress in regards to acquiring. Please depict somewhat real time frames for when the payment system will be introduced. I understand that you are also awaiting, but I also just want to know more details. We understand that once it is received, Gem4Me will truly erupt to a whole new level and everyone will notice our application all over the world. It was expected in August, now September is over, and acquiring is one of the core factors for the application. Good luck to all of us, and let's keep on striving forward. As mentioned before, within the next 10 business days, we will hopefully fully introduce acquiring in MarketSpace for the North American portion of the application. There are numerous legal notions that needs to be met in order to have operational payment systems within our application, and our legal team is working effortlessly on meeting these requirements. We have our roadmap, which are striving to follow with utmost diligence, attaining all of those set goals in the shortest amount of time possible. Why are large investors not joining us? We don't hear much about Nasdaq anymore either. The download rate is also very slow. These rates won't let us achieve 50 million of users by the end of the year. Please specify. Large investors do join our project, but at much slower rates as their transactions take longer to process due to various negotiations and agreements. Once the negotiation stages are completed, we can announce the total amount of bonds that we sold. The rate of downloads will also increase as currently we are focusing mostly on generating organic downloads and are conducting market research for the particular regions where we are striving to increase presence of our application. What is happening with MarketSpace? Is it now the fourth quarter of 2020, but according to the roadmap, not much has been accomplished for the second and third quarters? Seems as if there is a stagnation. There is no stagnation with MarketSpace. The team of developers that is working on MarketSpace is much smaller than the team of Messenger developers. Despite that, they are working very profoundly and new releases are coming in the nearest weeks in which numerous capabilities depicted on the roadmap will be addressed. At this time, they are auditing fintech companies and programs that will allow to offer financial services within our MarketSpace. Please discuss the plans of timeframes for introducing monetization and services to Gem4Me and MarketSpace. How will passive earnings be distributed from monetization and services in Gem4Me and MarketSpace between all the co-owners? We are planning to introduce MarketSpace in the US and North America in the next 10 to 14 days, followed by CIS countries and by the end of the month and regional monetary transfers as well. We are seeking for a global monetary transfer provider with worldwide operations similar to PayPal. With positive cash flow, we will discuss with our board of leaders to come up with a solution as to how to distribute such funds when they do occur. And in conclusion, I wanted to note that in the current world situation, people are worried due to continuous market volatility, unstable political situations, and many other unpredictable factors. There is a lot of excessive and irrelevant information that is circulating currently, and yet any change is a step towards improvement and a step towards success. We are operating in the very heart of the most popular and in-demand market sector today, and our continuous growth and improvement only continues to prove this day by day. Platforms are taking over the world, and our platform will be no different. In conclusion, ecosystems are the technology that is in a very high demand today, and they continue to drive our society to the future. Ecosystems are used daily by billions of people, and our platform will be no different. And on this note, I would like to thank you for your time, as these were all the notions that I wanted to cover today. I am now passing the word to Alexander Kachinovsky, the member of the Board of Directors. Alexander Kachinovsky speaking. Good afternoon, dear colleagues and friends, and let's now continue our conference with some traditional news and also answer some of the questions that we've received as well. We've received a set of different questions and will answer each particular question depicted here in much detail, despite these being rather statements with a lack of research or evidence, but not questions. So let's dive into these statements and verify their diligence. 1. The project is not in compliance with the standards of venture market. Firstly, we would like to ask the expert to please provide us these particular market standards or specify where exactly these standards are depicted, as well as discuss in what aspects our project does not comply with such stated standards. 2. The market will boil over. Which market are you referring to, and in what terms is it boiling over? If you're referring to financial markets being referred to, then market boiling over in today's case stands for major advancement of various countries' economies and broad potentials for investing in prospective projects, including ours. 3. There is no data providing and proving the numbers stated. Which numbers are being referred to here? If the numbers are referring to the valuation of the project, then we can provide a link to the whole section of all of our valuations with expert opinions and conducts, as well as supporting evidence for why the project is with this particular amount. 4. The internet contains lots of data regarding the company being a fraud and is structured as a pyramid. The project is not trying to attract professional VC players and targets first-time investors while announcing that there are no risks in venture projects. Venture investments are one of the most high-risk investment types. There are such negative materials and articles online about our project that we are aware of, and they are well aware of who is behind them and pays for them to be posted online. For instance, we've had certain disgruntled parties leave our project, or other companies that find it that we are attracting too much funds and they want a portion of those funds, and that by writing negative information about us they will be able to secure a portion of our funds. In any case, there are caused by competition, and we are very well aware of why this is occurring. If this was a pyramid, there will be no product. But we do have an actively developing IT product, and that satisfies the needs of our users. We always state that our project is a venture project, and it is a high-risk project just like any. While venture projects go through several different stages prior to becoming somewhat operational and existing, which we've already surpassed. To attract major investors, we've also placed our Eurobonds on the Nasdaq exchange platform, and we've already sold 300,000 euro worth of bonds and are in the midst of negotiating yet another major sale of our Eurobonds currently. We are proud of providing first-time investors with the capability to invest in a venture project, and is one of our major accomplishments. 5. There was no luck in finding information regarding the team on LinkedIn or Facebook, which is also not normal for startups. LinkedIn does not have information about our team, just the project's administration. While we do have this information listed on Facebook, and we can provide you with a direct link as well. 6. The project does not mention any solvable problems, positions itself as everything for everyone. Based on our experience, any platform starts from basic solutions. There are various projects, some that offer general solutions, while others that focus on a very particular niche of solutions. Our platform focuses on several aspects. 7. There is no competitive advantage over others, much more popular messengers and marketplaces such as WhatsApp, Telegram, and WeChat. We always discuss our competitive advantages, and we are constantly monitoring the events on the market. One of our most powerful competitive advantages is our market-based commercial platform that will set us apart from all the other messengers of today. 8. The presentation depicts pretty of download numbers. If we look in the App Store, the application has only 250 reviews. We will ask for our users and partners to review the application on the App Store as well, so it has more reviews, and we thank you for the request in this regard. 9. There is no data regarding profits and the monetization model. We cannot provide data for something that does not exist. As of today, we do not have profits generated, while at this time we have only plans for monetization through various functionalities offered within our application, and they will be published once are active. And on this point, I hope that your inquiries were now answered, and we thank you for submitting them. If you have any additional questions, please feel free to reach out and we'll answer those as well. In other news, we currently have 12,429,000 of users of our platform, and that is very exciting as it is used in 163 countries over the world. Let's keep up the great work and keep on moving towards the 50 million of users and even more. As part of our generous referral program, each week we summarize the results of the earnings and work conducted and the weekly earnings of those active partners. As you can see, the geography of those partners is widespread over the course of last week, including Indonesia, Japan, and many other countries. Let's congratulate 55 partners from 9 countries with earnings of more than 1,000 euro, 29 partners from 7 countries with more than 2,000 euro, 10 partners from 6 countries with more than 4,000 euro, and 3 partners from 3 countries with earnings of more than 9,000 euro in a matter of 1 week. And our top earning partner of last week earned 12,400 euro. These are the profitability rates of our project for those partners who wish to earn not just when the project is finished and is sold, but also while it is currently being developed. And let's make these amounts more frequent over the course of this fall, and we are confident that this is the time when big amounts can and will be earned. As a reminder, our schedule of conferences for the following few weeks is depicted here on the slide, and be sure to submit any questions you may have in order for the board of directors, developers, and marketers to prepare diligent answers. And we are also very excited to announce some great news. The Rapid Support Skype chat is moving to the Gem4Me Messenger. The link to the new chat will be provided in the particular Skype chat, and all participants of the chat will need to transfer to the new chat promptly. And we also ask all leaders to please start gradually transferring their work chats to the Gem4Me Messenger to increase productivity and comfortable communication for all the partners. And let's now continue our conference by discussing the latest promotions that are in effect for the next few months. Firstly, the remaining amount of shares is decreasing rather fast, so be sure to take advantage of getting some at the prices that are current, as they will be growing thereafter. The cryptocurrency cashback promotion is still available for your use. The Maximize Advantages promotion for your advantage is still available and can be used while the amount of complimentary shares is decreasing continuously, as it currently contains 100 complimentary shares until October 7th, with continuous decreases thereafter. While the Big Profits promotion, during which each purchase yields 10% more shares for buyers and sponsors than ensued by the marketing plan, is valid until October 7th, with continuous decreases in October as well. Don't forget of our CCA10 Powerful Surrounding promotion, which is also still available, although the board of directors can end it at any time based on the remaining amount of shares. It is very profound and is still available, although it will be receiving a smaller amount of shares continuing throughout October. Additionally, the prices of shares are also growing, as well as complimentary shares will also be decreasing 4 times each month as well. So be sure to familiarize yourself with this table in order to stay informed of the latest developments over the course of this month. And lastly, this table depicts the newly introduced system until November 1st, as well as all of the promotions are also depicted here to show what they include and the complimentary gifts associated with them. Be sure to look at this table to have your point of reference, while the Super, Mega, and Giga packages are also receiving a decrease of complimentary shares, which is also depicted here on this table. And on this note, I would like to thank you for your time. We wish you major profits and team growth over the coming weeks, and until we meet next time.